Hello MYP5. Okay, we are back into remote learning now. Yay! Okay, alright. So today we are going to start with quadratic formula. Quadratic formula is on page number 431 of your textbook. If you do not have the textbook, you can either access the online copy. If you do not have the access to it, don't worry. I am going to be sending you pictures on pictures of the pages where will be working on to. Alright, so quadratic formula, the word quadratic, it's not new for you. You have been looking at quadratic, solving the quadratic expressions, factorizing the quadratic expressions and solving the quadratic equations earlier. Okay, you remember that? Ax squared plus bx plus c, all equations has to be written in this form. If it is not written in that form, then it's our job to rewrite them in that form. Okay, our quadratic formula. Alright, minus b, so x is equals to minus b plus and minus square root of b squared minus 4ac divided by 2a. Alright, you don't have to memorize the formula. The formula will be given to you in the formula sheet and provided to you in every assessment that you do. Alright, this plus and minus that you can see. When you were factorizing and when you were solving using that method, looking for two numbers that multiplies to give you C, and when you add them you get B. Okay, you can either use that, but sometimes you came across where you could not find the combination of the numbers. But in those cases, we will be using the quadratic formula. You can use quadratic formula in all the quadratic equations that you have been solving so far, even the ones that you have solved previously. Okay, so we are going to look at the examples. Example 1, x squared plus 3x minus 1 is equals to 0. You will see I have listed my a, b and c so that I don't make any mistakes when substituting numbers in the formula. A is 1, b is 3, c is negative 1. So x is equals to, I am going to substitute minus b, that means minus 3 plus and minus square root of 3 squared minus 4 times 1 times negative 1. You can see I am putting them in the bracket. Very important because we are dealing with negative numbers. You might make mistakes, so it's good to work with negative numbers when you are using your calculator, because your calculator is sign sensitive and also BEDMAS is already programmed in your calculator. Okay, once we simplify, so this will become negative 3 plus and minus root of 9 minus 4 times 1 times negative 1. The 2 minus will change to a plus. 9 plus 4. Alright. So one of my answers is using a plus. The other answer is using a minus. So x is equals to negative 3 plus root of 13 divided by 2. Negative 3 minus root of 13 divided by 2. When you put that on the calculator, you get this answer. When you put that on the calculator, you will get that answer. But sometimes your examiner or your questions will ask you to give the answer in the exact form. So when they are asking you to give the answer in the exact form, this is how we will be writing. It is not wrong to simplify to a decimal. You will not be marked wrong, but in some cases they will ask you to leave the answer in the exact form. That's how we will be leaving the answer. Alright, let us now go on to example 2. 9x squared minus 11 is equals to 6x. Oh wow, this is not equal to 0, and we know from earlier that when we are solving a quadratic equation, we have to make sure that is equal to 0. If it is not, we will make it equal to 0. Alright, let's take the 6x on this side. 9x squared plus 6x will come this side as minus 6x, and minus 11 is equals to 0. Alright. So x is equals to, keep in mind, very sign sensitive. So that negative sign is here, the first one, and this negative 6 is my b, which is negative 6 there. You will see these two negative signs will then just change to a positive. Plus and minus square root of negative 6 squared. If you do not use the brackets, you will get wrong answers. So minus 4 times 9 times negative 11. Alright, once we simplify, this 2 minus will change to a plus. Plus and minus square root of, this will be positive 36. That minus sign has come here. Answer for that bracket is negative 396. Which will, this two negative sign will change to a plus, and 36 plus 396 will be 432. Okay, and then divide by 18. So one answer is using a plus, the other answer is using a minus. Make sure when you are pressing this in the calculator, you do the numerator equals, then divide by 18. If you press everything together, your bed mass is already programmed, which means your calculator will divide first, which will get you the answer. So do the numerator equals, then divide by the denominator. Your two decimal answers are here. Once again, if the examiner wants you to give the exact value, you leave your answers in this form. Or then you can, if it is not restricted with exact value, you can give the decimal answers. Alright, I hope you have understood the quadratic formula. That's the formula. Once again, do not memorize it. It will be always given to you. Using these two examples, I am going to give you some activities to be done for this session, and I want you to do it successfully. Thank you, and have a great